Hey guys, and welcome back to part 2, I suppose, from my last video, which is my journey to balance. First off, thank you so much for the wonderful, kind, warm response that I got from that video, and I hope maybe you've just watched it, and I hope that it's like helping you and making you see a different side of kind of the fitness world. I'm going to show that this is about healthy lifestyle, no extremes. So after making that video and the response, I realised I really wanted to make a part 2. I want to talk more in depth about the steps I personally kind of have gone through to get there, and how hopefully you can take these steps and apply them to your life too. So here we go. Step number 1 is to learn to listen to your body. That's your body, emphasis on the your. Not my body, not your other favourite Fitspo's body, your body. That comes down to things such as learning to just kind of listen to your body, like when you eat, are you hungry? You know, eating when you're hungry, and when you're eating, really understanding, are you full? And then it also goes down to things such as, there's such a trend for like team no days off, I've got to hit the gym 7 days a week, no rest. Please learn from my mistakes and don't do that. Listen to your body. If you're broken, if you're tired, if you're sore, if you're really, sometimes you just need to sleep, listen to your body, take the day off. You don't need to train yourself into the ground. That's not what it's about. It's about quality over quantity. I think what also ties into about listening to your body is understanding that you are you and you are not the person, you know, next to you on the treadmill. Understand, you know, the boundaries you want to push, and understand your personal goals and really work towards them, and don't feel pressured by anyone else's influence as to what you should be doing over what you want to do, if that makes sense. Number 2 is probably the biggest step I personally went on in terms of finding balance, and that was getting out of my comfort zone. In my peak times, when I spoke about at drama school, when I was, you know, really living in my own little bubble and just making all my food every day, going to the gym, going to work, and I just had this little routine, and I didn't like it when anyone got in the way of my routine, and that was when I would freak out. Like, I hated when things got in the way of me going to the gym, or things got in the way of me eating my own food. And I found that the more I got out of my comfort zone and the more I started being sociable, that's when the big changes happened, and that's when I really started to just relax and understand that, you know, it's okay. I haven't ballooned overnight from eating one meal out, you know. So I would suggest, if someone's asking you, you know, are you free on the weekend to go and hang out, like, do you fancy coming for dinner with me, or let's go to the cinema and stuff, say yes. Life is too short to be spending it on your own, in the gym, in the kitchen. Like, don't get me wrong, I love those things, but there's a life outside of that too, and it's really important to make memories. We're young, and, you know, we've been given this life, and we need to make the most of it. So get outside of your comfort zone. I think also it's things like when you're going out for food, enjoy what you want to enjoy, not what you think you should enjoy. And I say this when you're going out for food like once a week and it's a really nice occasion, okay? If you go out for food every day, sometimes you have to make the healthier choices, because that's just a good way to maintain a healthy lifestyle. But if it's a treat, like, go for it. You have my permission. And what also comes with that, and for me the biggest way of getting out of my comfort zone, was deleting my fitness pal. That was my safety net, that was my safety blanket. Like, without that I felt like I would be lost, and yet in reality, after 2 days of deleting my fitness pal, I was fine. I was really, really fine, and because I was listening to my body. So if we go back to step 1, I'm listening to my body, and it was all okay. That leads me on to step number 3, which is intuitive eating. Now, I get a lot of questions about this in general, and do I track, do I intuitively eat? I actually do a bit of both at the moment, and I went through a long period of just intuitively eating. And intuitively eating is when you are eating based on your hunger, based on how you feel, and being in tune with your body. So it goes back to listening to your body again. you'll notice these all tie in, these all link together. If you've tracked macros in the past, you often have a really good idea of how much you should be eating, like how much protein you should be getting a day and what that kind of looks like, and how many carbs you need to be eating and how many fats you need to be eating. But it's trusting yourself to just put that into place in normal life, and sometimes just going with how you feel. And with intuitive eating, like some days you might eat more than you would another day, and that's okay. And you might gain a bit of weight with that, and you know what, that's still okay. I think I've probably gained, I don't know, I've gained quite a few kilos. I've probably gained about 5 or 6 kilos since I stopped tracking, and I feel so much better for it. I feel so much more feminine. I feel really good for it. And don't be afraid of putting on a bit of weight. Like, don't be afraid of that. It's all part of the learning process. I think when we go through the obsessive stage, it's all about looking a certain way, or it certainly was for me. It was all about abs, and when I felt that I was losing them, that was hard. It's a really hard process to go through, because you feel like you're undoing all your good work, but you're not. It's just the next stage of the journey. It's just the bit you go through. Get yourself to a point where you're healthy, you've got a really healthy mentality and a healthy body. Number 4, and this is kind of like the one that's going to go with everything: accept yourself and don't compare yourself. So accept that this is your body, this is what you've been given, and you are going to make the best of it, and you're just going to love it and treat it with the respect it deserves. I'm 5'2", and so for example, my 2 best friends, Zana and Vicky, they are gorgeous. Zana is 6'2", she's a model. Vicky's like 5'10", and they're blonde, they're gorgeous, they're everything. And for a long time, they don't even know this, but for a long time I would compare myself to them. And in my eyes, I often felt that I fell short, and it's because we work in an industry where it's very much based on how you look and the whole fitness model thing, and that's something that I've always felt uncomfortable with, in terms of like, I'm not good in front of a camera, and I'm learning to be better in front of the camera, and I always felt that, you know, oh, I didn't look like a fitness model, or didn't look a certain way, or I'm not the traditional like, beauty or whatever. Do you know what? That is rubbish. That is total crap. And the little voice in my head that ever gave me those doubts is ridiculous. That was me comparing myself to social media. That was me going online, going on Instagram, looking at Fitspo and comparing myself and thinking, why don't I look like them? Or like, oh my goodness, they look so good, like I need to look like that to be successful. Bullshit. I do not need to look like that to be successful. I need to be myself. I need to be, you know, me at my best, at my healthiest, but my healthy might not look like they're healthy. And the minute I understood that, the minute I accepted that this is who I am, that was a big breakthrough for me. And I know I mentioned him in my last video, but Jack's had a massive input into that. Like, when you have someone there who he totally 100% believes in you, it really rubs off on yourself, and you really start believing in yourself. And I think it doesn't have to be a boyfriend to have that person in you. It could just be a really good friend, it could be your mum, it could be someone really close to you who just believes in you. Have those people around you, because the people that believe in you make you believe in yourself. And when you believe in yourself, everything seems possible. I've kind of covered everything I wanted to cover there. So in summary, I want you to listen to your body and focus on yourself. I want you to get out of your comfort zone. I want you to say yes to that social invitation. I want you to just chill out with your friends, be young, be free, and know that like there's a fine balance between, you know, your healthy life and living your life and making memories. I want you to think about applying intuitive eating into your daily routine. If you track now, it might be worth, you know, to just not track at the weekends to begin with, and then try going into no tracking. That might be an option for you. Most important of all, just accept who you are. Do not compare yourself, and push outside your comfort zone in all aspects. So personally, professionally, socially, just go for it. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope these steps have been helpful for you, and Let me know if you want to see more stuff on balance. It's something I'm so passionate about, something I hope I can help you with, because that's what I want to be here for, to help you. If you like this video, please like, please subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Thank you for watching. Bye!